Hi, everyone. This is Pastor Randy. I want to talk to you about the mark of the beast. There isn't a month that goes by that I don't end up receiving a video or two of someone sharing some video regarding, some chip or some kind of technology out there, and people are afraid that it's the mark of the beast. And what I want to do is, rather than embracing conspiracy theories, how about if we look at the Bible? How about we be, as Christians, we be biblical instead of, sensational? How about this? Revelation chapter 13 says this: "And I saw one of the heads as if it had been mortally wounded, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world marveled and followed the beast." So everyone marvels, they follow the beast. "And they worshiped the dragon and gave authority to the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, 'Who is like the beast? Who is able to make war with him?'" And then you jump down to verse 15, and it says, "And he was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause," and here you go, cause, that means like force or enforce, "as many as would worship." Now notice that worship word again a third time. "The image of the beast, those who would not worship the image of the beast to be killed." In verse 16, "And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who understands calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. His number is 666. So notice here over and over again it says what? Worship. There's that key, worshiping. It's not just taking the mark. It involves actually surrendering our worship to the beast. And this beast that is causing everyone to marvel. Now, is there any beast in place? Is there any antichrist in place today? No. No one's been mortally wounded and then miraculously healed. And so any mark or chip that you would take right now is not the mark of the beast. It can't be. Why? Because it doesn't line up with Scripture. Well, to prove it, turn over to the next chapter, chapter 14, verse 9 and 11. "Then a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, 'If anyone worships the beast and his image and receives the mark on his forehead or on his hand, he himself shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out full strength into a cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.'" So what's the key? The key is worship. It's not the chip. It's not a mark. It's the worship that the mark will then signify that you have surrendered. And there are going to be those in the tribulation who won't surrender their worship, and those will be the ones who are killed. And they won't, they'll go in hiding or whatever's going to happen. I won't be there. I'll be raptured. But nevertheless, we have to be careful. And so someone will be saying right now, "But Pastor Randy, you don't understand. The chip is preparing for the entry. It's the technology." Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is the technology. But do you realize this? If that's true, then when you go to the grocery store and you scan your food, that you are participating in the technology that Satan may use for the chip as you're purchasing your Doritos, those chips. Listen, folks, we have to be careful not to be manic sensationalists. Listen, if you're really concerned about people taking a chip or taking the mark of the beast, I got an idea. How about we share Christ with them so they worship Jesus and they don't worship the beast? And they don't take a mark in order to show their devotion to the Antichrist, to the beast, to the system, to the religious system. Instead, listen, if we get all our family and friends saved, then we don't have to worry about it because we won't be here. We will be raptured before the Antichrist is revealed. And so, listen, if you work at a company and they want to implant a chip, That doesn't mean you're taking the mark of the beast. You know, I remember a while back, and I'll do this real quick before I end. I remember a long time ago before I was a Christian, I'd hear these Christians talking about Social Security number, that, you know, it was based on a 6 numerical system, and that the computer that had all this information was called the beast. And people were afraid. Listen, you have a Social Security number? Well, a while back, people were saying, don't take it because it's the mark of the beast. And yet you have it. Listen, maybe Satan will use a chip. But he's not here now. I mean, he's not in power. The Antichrist isn't in power. And so if you take a chip, it doesn't mean you've surrendered. Do you worship Jesus Christ? And if you do, you won't be here. So listen, folks, brothers and sisters, can we stop coming across to the world that we're paranoid conspiracy theorists, that we are manic sensationalists? And how about we just be Christians who, how about this? 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, because perfect love casts out fear. If we can just fall in love with Jesus, we have nothing to fear, because greater is he who is in us than he who's in the world. So when your friends, your brothers and sisters, they send you videos about the chip is the mark of the beast, can you calm them down and take them to Scripture and say, listen, maybe he'll use that technology, but that doesn't, maybe Satan will drive a car. Well, you're not going to drive a car? Maybe he'll wear jeans. Are you not going to wear jeans? Maybe he's going to use the scanners at the grocery stores for you to swipe your hand or your forehead in front of. Are you not going to buy Doritos anymore? I'm sure you will. Those are good chips. Okay? So once again, I'm just asking you, hey, be biblical, love the Lord, worship him, and hang this thought on your belt. God bless you.